What's up, YouTube? This is Nicodemus from Droid Cheats. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to unlock and root your Nexus 10, and we're going to be doing it using this toolkit. You can find the link in the description. You'll go to this web page here for Wugfresh. That's the name of the developer that made the toolkit. It's the Nexus Root Toolkit version 1.6.3. Just scroll down and you will find the link right here to download it. We have to wait for this for just a second to download it. I will be skipping through parts where things will be downloading and installing to make the video as short as possible, but I will be basically walking you through every step. So we're downloading the toolkit, installing it now, and I will be back in a second when this is done downloading, and we'll go from there. Right now I do not have my Nexus 10 plugged into the computer. We will be doing that in a minute. Okay, so you just double click on the file. Oop, wrong button. And click on Run. I'm going to just install it where it already has it set up to install. Click the install button. We're done with this window. We are done with the website, the web page for now. Okay, right here, your model type. If you don't know, check Settings, About Phone, Tablet on your device. If you don't see your build listed, use any build mode for rooting. I know that I have a Nexus 10 and the Wi-Fi version, the only type available right now, and I am on the latest 4.2.2. So I choose that, click Apply. We have to enable USB debugging mode on the device. So to do that, go to your tablet, go to Settings, scroll all the way down to About Tablet. This developer options you will not have yet. If you haven't done this before, you have to click on build number 7 times. And then developer options will open up. Click on developer options and make sure that USB debugging is checked. That's what it's asking you to do here on the screen. Click OK. Now it's checking for any files it may need. It does almost everything automatically. We don't have a modified boot image for our build in the local directory. The toolkit would like to download this. So press OK, let it download it. And this is a pretty big file. I don't remember. Nope. This is not a big file. And it will download the modified boot image. Okay, you currently have no team win. You currently have no twerp recovery for your build in the local directory. Would you like to download it? Of course we would. Click OK. Okay. Now it says all the files are up to date. So we have our model right here, Nexus 10, Android 4.2.2. The next step is to do the full driver installation guide. Click on this button. Uninstall previous drivers. That's the first step. Plug in your tablet to the computer. Okay, it's plugged in. So we're going to launch the device manager. And what we want to do is uninstall any drivers that are already installed for the Nexus 10. Under portable devices here we have the Nexus 10. Right click on that and uninstall the driver. Okay, we've uninstalled the driver, so we'll close that window. Now it says launch the USB dev view, and we're going to look for devices with a vendor ID of 18D1 or 04E8. You need to have your Nexus 10 unplugged before you open up USB dev view. And 18D1, I have a number of them, so we're going to uninstall those. you're uninstalling these drivers. The ones I have are actually the drivers that are needed, but Windows sometimes installs generic drivers for devices. So doing this step, is it necessary? Maybe not. If you have trouble installing drivers, if you want to skip this step and go ahead and just go to install your drivers, you can try that. But if you have problems, you may end up having to come back and uninstall the original drivers you had anyway. We have no more 18D1s or 0408. So we can close this. It says you should reboot your computer, so we are going to do that now, and we'll be right back. And we click on step 2. Now it suggests to use the raw driver solution number 3. I have found that number 2 works the best for mine. Okay, these are Samsung drivers, and click OK. Now, this part of the guide actually shows you what you're going to see on each screen. So, you have your device disconnected at this time. And mine popped up and says that I already have the Samsung USB driver. If you've never done this before, you won't already have the driver and you won't see this. And here we go. This is exactly what we see over here. It says to click next, and we will. We're going to choose English in the United States, that's where we're at. Let it install where it wants to, and that's exactly what it shows you here in these next few screens, and now it's installing. When it's done installing, when you're on this screen, plug in your device with USB debugging enabled via the USB cord and press exit. So we already have USB debugging enabled. As soon as it's done installing, we will plug it in and click on exit. Okay, it's done installing the Samsung drivers. Now we're going to plug the Nexus 10 into the computer's USB port. And make sure USB debugging is enabled, which I know mine already is. That is installing the device drivers. Your device is ready to use, so click exit. A little note, guys, the first time I ran this installation, I did not, on step 1, I did not reboot my computer. I just went ahead to step 2. The drivers failed to install properly, okay? So you really do need to restart your computer. Just do exactly as this configuration guide says and you should be fine. When you plug your device back in, make sure that you unlock it, and on the screen here you will see allow USB debugging. This computer's RSA key fingerprint is blah blah blah. If you haven't already, you need to check always allow from this computer and you won't have to worry about doing this again. And just click OK. Now we just click on reboot bootloader, and it is rebooting the Nexus 10 into bootloader mode. Installing the ADB interface drivers, and they were successful, so we should be good to go. Okay, our steps here. This is if you have to manually install it, which we don't. It installed it correctly. And then right here, reboot device. So we're going to reboot it again. Take note down here, there's nothing down there. Once you unlock your device, you will know it's unlocked, because down here at the bottom, when the Google name is right here, there will be an unlocked padlock icon. Now over here on the full driver configuration on step 3, just click on full driver test just to make sure everything's working right. And it's able to reboot itself into bootloader mode, checking the fast boot status, and it is going to be just fine since it's going through this. So we are done with installing the drivers. hopefully that wasn't too tedious of a process. I did want to cover it completely because I want, these videos that I'm making for devices like this I'm trying to help people that have never done anything like this before. Hopefully it doesn't bore the people that know what they're doing already. So, skip through parts if you don't have a problem with doing certain things. Okay, we're all booted back up. We can close out of this stuff. Oops. I tried to close it out before it came up and said it was done. My bad. So we'll open the toolkit back up and we'll go on to unlocking the device. Keep in mind, you do want to make sure that your device is charged. It doesn't have to be 100%, but don't try to do all this stuff when you're down at 30 and 40%, because the worst thing that can happen is for your device to completely die when you're in the middle of installing a custom ROM or a custom recovery. That is a surefire way to brick your device. And now it's time to unlock your device. See, first you need to unlock it, then you'll be able to root it, and go from there. Now, before you unlock your device, look, it says right here, this will wipe your device, so make a backup first. So you would click on backup, create Android backup. You can include your SMS messages, your call logs, your backup, your contacts, backup your network configurations. You can back up your virtual SD card. We can't make an Android backup yet because we do not have a custom recovery installed yet. You can back up a single app, your system apps, click there, shared data, create Android backup. I'm not going to cover the rest of that on the video, it's self-explanatory. You would just click on that, it will make a backup for you in the Wugfresh folder on your computer. Now, go to unlock, click unlock, and this script will unlock your device, enabling you to root it and ultimately allow you to gain full access to the Android operating system. This process will factory reset your device, meaning that all your apps, data, and settings will be completely wiped. So, like I said, please make sure if there's anything on here that you want to keep, that you back it up first. Most people, or a lot of people, when they get their Nexus device, they go ahead and unlock and root them right away so they don't have to worry about backing anything up. So, in order to unlock your device, it needs to be in bootloader mode first. From a completely powered off state, you can easily boot it up into bootloader mode. If it's already on and connected with USB debugging enabled, then this script can automatically boot it into bootloader mode. We have our device already on, so you can boot it up into bootloader mode by clicking yes, and it is rebooting the device now. Okay, you should now see on your screen a device titled Unlock Bootloader. As you can see, we have that here. And it's telling you that you'll be able to install custom operating system software on this phone if you unlock it. To prevent unauthorized access to your personal data, unlocking the bootloader will also delete all your personal data from your phone. A factory data reset. So, to unlock the bootloader, click on yes, you need to use the volume keys. So, volume up, yes. Hit the power button to select it. Fast boot status, and it's telling you a few things there. And it's going to temporarily boot up the twerp recovery, that TeamWin recovery project. We don't have a password for the TeamWin recovery project, so we'll hit cancel. Now, on the Nexus 10 running 4.2.2, it is recommended to perform a factory reset directly after you unlock it to prevent a boot loop, which is where your device will have when you go to boot it up, the boot animation will continuously run. It will never actually boot up. That is easily fixable, by the way, so don't freak out. You select wipe, factory reset, swipe to wipe. It says it failed. Formatting cache done. Updating, formatting done. Done. I don't know why it says failed. Let's make sure, it should be okay. So we're going to click back again, reboot, system. Now if your device does boot loop, now I've waited, you wait a couple minutes. If it doesn't boot up after a couple minutes, it's probably in a boot loop. That's okay. I'm going to show you how to fix that. The Nexus Root Toolkit tries to fix it by sending you to the twerp recovery to do a factory data reset, but that fails, as you saw. So all you have to do, you grab your device, and up here at the top, you got volume up, volume down, and power. Hold the volume up and volume down, and hold the power. Your device will shut off, and keep holding it, and it will boot back up. Okay, now right here, you have start, hit volume up. Now, it says recovery mode. Now press the power button. Now you're going to boot into the stock recovery. Okay, you're going to see this the Android guy here with the red exclamation point. Now you have to do a certain combination here to actually get into the bootloader mode. Power, volume up and volume down, just press them once together. Doesn't work. I'll do it again. You see? Okay, maybe I pressed them just like a second longer that time. Anyway, just press those buttons together and you'll get the combination. And then you have this here, Android System Recovery menu. You use the volume up and down, and you want to do a factory data reset. So you press volume down twice, wipe data factory reset, hit power, and then go down to where it says yes, delete all user data, hit the power button, wiping data, formatting data. So you're doing the factory data reset from within here. Okay, now reboot system now is already selected, hit the power button, and your device will boot back up. You will be unlocked, and you will not be in a boot loop anymore. See, you're unlocked right there. As you see, it will still take about a minute to boot up for the first time. So here you are. You need to go ahead and go through the process right here, and I'm going to skip through this. So you would go to settings, scroll all the way down, click about tablet, build number 7 times, open up developer options, enable USB debugging, click OK. It'll come up, allow USB debugging, check always allow from this computer, click OK. Now you're set up and ready to go again on your Nexus 10 to root your device. Check the box here for custom recovery and click root. This script is designed to help you root your device and flash a custom recovery to it. You can read through this. You need to be unlocked, which we are, so click OK. And it is going to walk you through rooting the device. Okay, it's waiting for the device to finish booting back up. It rebooted probably 4 or 5 times during the process of rooting, and it also flashed the twerp recovery, the Team Win recovery project. Now you need to finish the process to make sure you're rooted. Open Super SU, it says. So go to our device, go to our programs, and open up Super SU right here, and it would prompt you if you need to update the binaries. So it did not, so we can move on from that and open up BusyBox. Right there. You need to grant access. Click on install. Okay. I clicked on install, but this window was still open, so you close that little window, then click on install, and it's setting up all the files that are needed for your root access. Okay, it looks like the installation of BusyBox was successful. Congratulations. Keep in mind that by keeping this installed, you'll be notified whenever a new version of BusyBox is ready to be installed. Okay, sounds great. So we can back out of that. Matter of fact, make sure I'll close it. You are unlocked, rooted, you have a custom recovery installed. The next step is to do a Nandroid backup. And what that is a complete image of your entire system. That's your system files, your data, everything that is on your device backed up. That way you can, if anything happens to your device while you're playing around with it, installing custom ROMs and things like that, you will easily be able to restore your Nandroid backup and get all of your stuff back the way it was, everything working properly. So that's it for this video. Make sure you like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Hopefully I walked you through properly and you don't have too many problems taking care of this. There will be a link in the description for the next video if you are... There will be a link in the description to the next video I'll be doing, which is how to make an Android backup of your system. So, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope it helped you out. If you have any problems, please just send me a message. I'll do the best I can to help you out. Make sure you subscribe. I really appreciate that, and I will see you next time. Thank you.